Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I've got a lot of markdown grocery hauls to share with you. I've probably got 3 hauls and I'm also going to scatter along some cooking clips as well. So we're going to kickstart this video with a very budget meal because this clip was actually filmed I think a week or 2 ago. So these are the ingredients that I'm working with. The zucchini I cut really thin because my partner isn't a huge fan of zucchini, so I kind of just hide it in the meals. Got some minced garlic, chopped onions, and some markdown bacon that I'm just cooking up. Before I start to add in my zucchini, I did add a little bit of butter off camera, probably about a teaspoon's worth. So I cook the zucchini until it's nice, soft, and pliable. I then grab my markdown pesto sauce to add into the mix. Just an FYI as well, I've already pre-cooked my pasta and strained it. So once I add that sauce in, I pretty much just let it simmer for, I don't know, maybe 30 to 60 seconds, basically heat up, and then I add my pasta to the mix. This was a really delicious meal, and that's the first time I've tried the Coles brand pesto, so I'll definitely be getting that again next time if I see it on markdown. I did add a bit of cracked pepper on top, which made it absolutely divine. Now, if you watched my previous week's grocery haul, you would have seen I got some markdown cocktail frankfurts as well. So I'm kind of turning that into a lazy Friday night meal. I've got some cheese that I'm melting down. I've got some bread, some little cocktail frankfurts that I quickly blanched in hot water to heat them up. Added barbecue sauce, tomato sauce, mustard, and cheese. Kind of a fatty Friday meal. Now, I did come back from the gym. I think this was Friday night, I believe, or one of the nights I came back from the gym. And my partner picked up some markdown cookies to try, 88 cents. I picked up a markdown chorizo for $1 and some markdown rocket for 49 cents. Now, I will be making a pizza on the weekend, which I'll share with you guys. And I also picked up some curried sausages seasoning for $1 at Woolies. I haven't really made curried sausages before. If I have, I've probably forgotten about it. So seeing as I have a lot of markdown cocktail frankfurts, I figured I would experiment with this. Now, I also picked up some kombucha. I think it was lemon lime or lemon pineapple, something like that. It was on sale, sorry, not clearance. I think it was like 30% off, maybe 40% off. I felt like something fizzy and I figured a kombucha would be relatively healthy. Well, a better option than a can of Coke, I guess. Okay, so now will be the pizza night that I was talking about. So I popped by to grab some prosciutto, a big block that I cubed up. Got some onions, rocket, and bocconcini. I also picked up a pizza base because I don't like making my own. But that's what it looks like. It was super delicious. Now let's get into the grocery haul.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I did my week 4 flyby shop at Coles, and as you can see, I've got a lot of markdowns at Woolies as well. So I'll run through everything I got. I got these Asian noodles, which were $4, I think, on clearance to 39 cents. I'm going to make an Asian-inspired noodle dish with that. And I also got these pastas. What is it? 3 cheese and pepper ravioli. That was on clearance from $11 down to $1.10. Over here, I got some chicken Kievs. I think the original price was $8 and it was on clearance to 80 cents. Just letting you guys know as well, I probably won't get through all of these markdowns. So what I tend to do is put them in the freezer and then pull them out as I need them. Now at Coles, I grabbed this Nature's Kitchen tofu. I think the everyday price is $3.10, so that's a pretty good deal considering it's 500 grams. Also grabbed these English muffins because they were half price. I think they were $3 something. I'm probably going to be doing a pistachio katifi spread to put on these. Bocconcini was $4.80. I'm going to probably do some tomato and bocconcini on some toast at some point. And then I also saw honey ham was on clearance for $10.50 a kilo, when normally it's about $26, I think. Prawns were also on clearance. Sorry about the crunching, guys. I'll stop pointing at things. The prawns were on clearance for $10 a kilo, banana prawns. So I got about 1.5 kilograms there. These Australian crumbed whiting fillets. I've actually tried these before and they're really nice. I like to serve these on the side with some roast veggies or even like a simple honey lemon carrot salad. These were originally $10 and they were on clearance for $1. So very good deal there. And these are 220 grams. this is something new that we have not tried before. It is 2 cod and potato fish cakes. So originally it was $6 and it's on clearance for 60 cents. Now, moving over here, the chicken sausages were a great deal. They are $6.50 each. When I got there, they were on clearance for, I think, $2, and I picked some up. And then the lady came by and just did double stickers because I think it was past a certain time, she was saying. Generally, for me, I tend to see markdowns after 5, 6, and 7 o'clock at night. But you'll have to check with your local store to see what time they start marking items down because it varies depending on the store, I think. So 65 cents, these are going in the freezer. These are similar but not quite the same, chicken chipolatas, but they were also 65 cents. These are really easy for nights where you don't want to cook. Just chuck them in the oven, make some mash, roast some veggies, and that's a quick, easy, budget-friendly dinner for you guys. My partner picked up these Cheeto Puffs. They were half price, so that's a bit of a treat for him. Onions were $2.50 a kilo at Coles. And then I also picked up this to try, dark choc block. Haven't tried that before. Coles Simply Brown, I think it was only $3 for 200 grams, whereas the Cadbury block is $8, I think, this week for 180 grams. So I'll give this a go and see if it's good. And then I picked up these noodles. I haven't tried them before, but they look like the other noodles I normally buy in the Coles brand. But these are more cost effective. These are $3.10 for a kilo. Basada is $2, feminine products and rice is 2 kilos for $5.50. So that's pretty much it on my end. I saved a lot on my grocery bill this week and probably next week as well because I'll be eating these for next week. I'm probably going to try some things like curried sausages as well because I picked up the curried sausages mix on clearance in the last haul that you guys saw. So I'm probably going to get very creative with my meals this week. If you're wanting to see what I end up cooking, just stay tuned because I'm going to add those clips on straight after this grocery haul. Hey guys, I popped by the shop straight after the gym on a Thursday night and I grabbed quite a few markdowns, so I'll run through everything that I purchased. First of all, I picked up some lint rollers at Kmart for $2.50. Picked up some spot on flea treatment for my dog. Obviously, he doesn't have fleas, but we just put this treatment on just in case, especially for spring. As you guys can see here, it's prevention for fleas, flea control dermatitis on dogs. I probably should have checked to make sure it is effective for ticks as well, but I will need to look into this and change it if it doesn't include ticks, just as a precaution. Okay, moving over here, the Mexican pulled chicken seasoning that was on clearance for 60 cents. The chili con carne is on clearance for, I think, 60 cents as well. The savory mint sauce was on clearance for $1. The Mediterranean meatball spices were on clearance for 75 cents. Pulled chicken seasoning was on clearance for 60. And then I also picked up the deviled sausages to try. I think that was on clearance for 75 cents. The saucy packets, I think, were $1. I had another one. I don't know where it went. I think it was curried sausages of some sort. So I've got my deviled sausages here. And I have one more sausage thing, but I have no idea where it went. Anyways, the loaf of bread was $3.40. These tin trays are very handy to have, and for a pack of 10, that was on sale for $5. So it's about 50 cents a tin tray, and it just saves so much time from washing, so I like to have that on hand. And then at Coles, I had a free product, which was this. My dog's already had one. He absolutely loved it. And then I also got the Farmers Union iced coffee milk on clearance for 75 cents. Picked up a tomato sauce and a barbecue sauce. I picked the reduced sugar ones, so they were like $2.10. And then I also grabbed an American mustard. I like to have these sauces with the little markdown cocktail frankfurts that I bought in my other haul. And then I also grabbed a pesto sauce on clearance, creamy pesto
on clearance for $1.20. Now I got some markdown bacon the other day, so I'm probably gonna make a quick pesto bacony pasta with all my clearance items.